Hello guys, welcome back to S3D, and this is going to be a full review. So my customer, I guess she doesn't want to be named, tipped me an extra $10 to do a review on this figure. He wanted to see, look at all the QC issues. I have called Super 7 and I told him, hey, you know what, since we had some experience of quality control issues in the past, if there was something wrong with this figure, can I bring the figure back to the store and return it or exchange it for something else? And they told me, yeah, this is something that they could do, because right here, if you look at that section, when I did the unboxing video, the customer was a little concerned about that section. We don't know what that is right there. You guys can see that. So I'm going to open this figure up and trying to figure out what that is. I think it's probably just like a molding issue, like the nut marks, people are very familiar with when it comes to action figures, but it could be something else. So there's really no way we can figure out what it is until, I examine it closely. I mean, I can I feel like it's just that's probably just a nub, the factory nub when they're cutting it. But, sometimes people have the right to be picky. So, anyway, let's go ahead and open this guy. First off, I want to talk about value. Okay, for $45, this is, retail at $49.99, I guess around $50. This is something you get from, another company, Bandai, for $49.99. At retail, that's the retail price for this figure when it came out. So, yeah, so very interesting, right? Supposedly, this guy wasn't, this wasn't exclusive, but somehow the Super 7 store in San Francisco had this figure in stock. So, yeah, when I saw it, I took a picture and I posted it to, my customers on Macari, and one guy decided he wanted it. So. Alright, so anyway, you guys already see the unboxing video. We get 2 boxes and we get this packaging, and then we get all these accessories for $50 versus, Bandai giving us whatever. The thing is, the Bandai stuff definitely have higher engineering. It's made from ABS plastic. This is most likely plasticized PVC, so you gotta factor that in. I think the Bandai figure also have a lot more paint, and it's apples to oranges. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and just check this thing out. Yeah. Super 7, the store in San Francisco has been very generous when it comes to taking care of the customers. I have a lot of friends who buy stuff on that store, and whenever there's something wrong with it, they always taking care of it. So. I am pretty confident, if there's something wrong with this figure, we'll be able to exchange it. So, yeah. Well, nothing is 100% guaranteed, but, given the reputation and the folks that work there, yeah, I don't think we're going to have any serious issues here. Okay, the figure does look good. I want to take a look at the accessories. This feels like something that comes from like a Lego set. Okay, and this is actually... This is, I think this could be, no, this is plasticized PVC, you know why? Because of these clips. If they mold these from ABS plastic, I apply too much pressure, these clips are going to break. Although it does kind of have properties, it does feel like, I think it is plasticized PVC. I think nowadays it's safe for the companies to mold the stuff on plasticized PVC just to be safe, I actually don't know this material, these glow-in-the-dark material. I mean, I think it could be a resin. This is actually not, this is not plasticized PVC, I don't think. It does have, okay, no, it could be, because there's some flexibility here. I honestly don't know what it is. If you guys know the plastic type that they use for these, glow-in-the-dark material, let me know. This guy's supposed to turn red, but I don't know how I'm not going to do that. I got to have a heat source. I don't have a heat source. I don't want to bring out the hair dryer So I'll post a picture. You know, I'm sure 100% this guy will turn red if you apply heat source to it. So yeah, maybe I'll run it through some hot water, and after the fact, after doing this video, because this figure, I'm supposed to just do a quality check on this thing, and that's it to check what's going on with that part. But since it's going to be a review, let's go ahead and take a look at all his accessories too. And yeah, they're using a minimum amount of packaging. You know, these zip ties thing drives me crazy. When the NECA figure have like 10 of these, it's just horrible. I think Super 7 did a good job without not using too much material. It does have a very strong plasticized PVC smell though, so that kind of concerns me. Yeah, I can definitely smell the plasticized PVC, the plasticizer migration, that's what it's called. So, yeah, so a lot of the parts on this figure are definitely plasticized PVC. Very interesting. These foot, I don't know, there's something weird looking about these foot. I can't quite put my finger on it. I feel like, is this like a mold? No, this is actually right. This is, okay, I guess he just have very weird looking foot. He's got the boot cut, just like the Conan figure I reviewed. And then he's got these hinge right there for the legs, which are kind of interesting. Yeah, this whole figure is plasticized PVC. I mean, I wasn't expecting anything else, right? Single jointed knees. This is the standard 5 horsemen Mold 2 style articulation. It does have the boot cut, so that might be different. We have a waist swivel, and then we have an ab crunch. And then we have the, okay, let's go ahead and take a look at what this thing is. It's not paint. I think it's just a nut mark. Yeah, that's like, you know, when you clip the figure off the runner and you didn't do a good job cleaning it. I mean, I can clean it up if that's like a concern, but yeah, same thing here. This is like where the part meets the, this is the nut or the gate. That's what it's called. Yeah, so yeah, the Chinese factory didn't do a good job cleaning the nuts on this figure. But I mean, what do you expect for guys who get paid like less than $1 a day? So yeah, nothing really to complain about from my perspective. But you know, the customer is always right. So whatever, if he doesn't like it, then I'm gonna have to exchange this guy for something else. But most of the articulations seem to work. Nothing is broken yet. So that's good. We got the, he doesn't have interchangeable hands, but yeah, he's got the color changing gimmick, and then he's got the, you know, this is a nice figure, besides, you know, being made from plasticized PVC and all. It's not like super gummy, like Marvel Legends, but you can smell the plasticizer migration on this guy. It's very strong. Not as strong as like the Joy Toy figures I experienced from the past, but I can definitely smell it. So I think these parts are all plasticized PVC. Believe it or not, the glow in the dark part, this is like a hard plastic. I don't think it could be ABS, because you can mix in like the glow in the dark color changing material with the resin, because I have worked with resin and I know how that stuff works. So assuming, let's just make the assumption that this figure, besides, you know, the bandolier, the belt, some parts of the dual molding stuff, we'll say like the color stuff is plasticized PVC, but like the core itself is maybe ABS plastic. That's interesting. But the fact that I can smell the plasticizer, this is not very good. Yeah. I like Super 7 figure. I just, you know, I refuse to collect anything that's made from plasticized PVC. So, Well, I mean, like, some of the parts on the robot Damashi figure are made from the hands are, but if it's a figure that's made majority out of plasticized PVC, probably something I don't really care for. All right, the articulation, he's got limited posability, so we all know what to expect from these four horsemen style articulation. He can be posed slightly, but don't expect like super crazy articulation. I mean, you can put him some decent action poses, even with the limited limited articulation. It's really not that big of a deal. He should probably be able to do most things Toxie can do. From what I understand, Toxie isn't even like he's not a martial artist or a wrestler or anything. So he just beats people with his mop, and he can do it. He can do it very well. So, and you can attach the grenades to his chest. That's pretty cool. A lot of people have told me that this bandoliers thing, the belt, can rip very easily. So this is definitely something you want to be aware of. I have sold a couple of these to the Philippines where people like, immediately they got it and this thing rip apart. So that's something to be concerned about. It's got the shield that says Toxic Crusader on it. I have actually watched the original movie. It is disgusting. They kill a kid or something. They ran over a kid's head or some stuff like that. And then there's like nudity and holy shit. It's a really messed up movie, man. But yeah, Toxic. I think they made a cartoon, and the creator, Mr. Hoffman or whatever, dude, that guy is pretty gross. But maybe in a good way. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Nice figure. I know there are other characters in the Toxic Crusader line. I don't know any of those characters. But a lot of people been wanting more characters from this line. So hopefully they will do like other stuff. Overall, you know what? I think this is pretty cool. I like his whole mangled up, mutated head. I think that looks pretty cool. This guy definitely, give Jason Voorhees a run for his money. I'd like to see a Toxie versus Jason movie, or like some kind of crossover. That would be cool. Maybe like a mutant. I think he's already mutated, right? Mutated Jason Voorhees. Something like that. Anyway, that's pretty cool. That's pretty much it for this review. I hope you guys find the information helpful. Oh, right. I had to give you guys a rating on this figure. So the rating for this figure, articulation, exactly what we expect from the Five Horsemen style articulation from a Super 7 figure. So 9 out of 10. I mean, they could have made some parts a little bit, more smooth, tighter. Well, the joints are pretty tight, but they can make it more, more usable or something, whatever. And in terms of accessories, I had to give it a 9 out of 10. Pretty much everything you would expect from a Toxic Crusader guy figure. He's got all the stuff he needs, but it's not perfect. It could be perfect. And how can it be perfect? I don't know. 9 out of 10. And in terms of appearances and value for the price, appearances, I had to give it a. It can change color, right? But it's an exclusive, so it's slightly more expensive. I say let's give it a 9 out of 10. So overall score on this figure for the price point, I give it a, believe it or not, 8 out of 10. So, I feel like this could easily be a $39.99 figure because of all the plasticized PVC parts. I know they put a lot of effort into it, but plasticized PVC figures are actually not that expensive to make, from my understanding. So, yeah. I think this is why Super 7 is so profitable, because, plasticized PVC figures. and they sell a lot of it. So anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys find the information helpful. Overall rating, 8 out of 10. If you guys have an opportunity to pick this guy up for around 50 bucks, really depends. If you already have the original figure, I don't think this one's gonna change your mind or anything like that. But if you don't have one, you want something that can change color, yeah, maybe. All right, that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching.